22nd century. It's an era of peace and harmony throughout the universe. From outer space, ruthless aliens from a dying solar system attack planet Earth to make it their own. For mankind, there is one hope, a top-secret weapon, a ship that can fight the invaders on the seas or in space, a super ship codenamed Thundersub.
It is the year 2052. The Federated Nations of Earth govern the entire world, and the Ministry of Space has established planetary development centers throughout the solar system. On Earth, research centers N1 to N9, each specialized in a different branch of scientific inquiry. The world was at peace, and all nations prospered. Until, from far off in space, came Terror Star, a gigantic man-made satellite carrying the 200 million members of General Z's Death Force, refugees from the dead planet of Gotham. Wishing to resettle on the Earth, the Death Force immediately launches an all-out offensive. Its devastating attack wipes out 90% of the Earth's population in less than one day. An army of occupation has established a network of sea fortresses that also produces heavy water, the aliens' principal source of energy, while those survivors, lucky enough not to be taken into slavery, seek refuge in the mountains. Of the 9 research centers, only the 2 undersea centers escape total destruction, N1 and N9. The Earth's last remaining hope in the struggle to break the invaders' total domination rests with the War Ministry's top-secret weapon, Thundersub. Thundersub, under the command of Captain Noah and the Thunder Team, the young crew of Thundersub's sister ship, Tempest Jr., have set sail for Bermuda and Research Center N9, where an aero conversion engine will transform Thundersub into a spacecraft. But Death Force sea scanners are watching her every move.
Well, the autopilot is now set for Bermuda, but it's not likely that we'll sail all the way to Center N9 without being spotted by Death Force patrols. After blowing up that heavy water plant of theirs, I'm sure they're very anxious to know what we're planning for them next. We'll have to stay on full alert. It's obvious that in many areas, the invaders' technology is superior to ours, and now the Terror Star is orbiting the Earth with our moon. They are well placed to monitor our movements. We must be ready to attack on a moment's notice.
Aye, aye, sir.
Sunny Bermuda. I wonder how long it'll take us to get there.
Well, it's hard to say. If we travel at top speed, we could be there in 3 days.
You mean we could be mounting the aero conversion engine in just 3 days? Oh boy, I can hardly wait.
I don't blame you, Robbie. Just the thought of Thundersub cruising through space sends shivers up my spine.
Well, mount that engine and blow that satellite Terror Star to smithereens.
Unidentified vessel approaching off port bow. Man your battle station.
Looks like a high-speed pursuit craft. Activate Instadive. We'll watch her from the bottom.
Activate Instadive. Sea bottom contact, sir.
Kill main power. Scanner fires Sea Scout.
Sea Scout on its way.
Zoom in, scanner.
Human beings, Captain.
It's a slave ship, sir. Those people must come from the surrounding island.
I wonder where the aliens are taking them.
Better follow them and find out, Navigator. Alter course at once.
Captain, why have you altered course? We must get to Bermuda.
I realize that, Lieutenant Domingo, but I'm the captain here, and I can't simply abandon those people into death force slavery. Besides, we're short of manpower, and I'm sure those men would be willing to fight.
But, Captain, you'll find all the able-bodied fighting men you'll ever need in Bermuda. Rescue these people when you're at full strength.
Quiet, Domingo. The captain's right. We can't just let those killers have them. And anyway, taking a zigzag course to Bermuda is safer. It'll make it much harder for the Death Force to track us.
Very true, Grogan, but I have another reason for intervening. We've learned the enemy's building heavy water plants on these islands. I want to find out why.
We already know that heavy water is the Death Force's main energy source. They must be planning something big.
Yes, but what, Spencer?
With any luck, they want to recharge their satellite and travel to another planet, sir.
But they could have recharged on Jupiter more easily.
Yes, that's true. So that can't be it. But there has to be some reason for it.
What if they can't breathe our air? They could be getting ready to alter the chemical composition of the Earth's atmosphere.
Ridiculous.
Perhaps not, Grogan. It would explain why both their land and air vehicles are all sealed, and why they always wear those helmets wherever they go. If that is their intention, we must find a way to stop them at all costs.
Cooper, suppose you're right, and suppose they succeed in altering the atmosphere. What then?
It would mean total annihilation, not just for mankind, but for every living creature on the face of the Earth.
Gentlemen, let's just find out what that slave ship is up to and pray that our suspicions are groundless.
Captain, it's anchoring at that island.
I know that island. That's Melina. It was green and beautiful before the aliens took over.
Those Death Force butchers have a lot to answer for.
Grogan.
Yes, sir?
Think you could slip into that harbor unnoticed and find out what the enemy's plans are?
With Tempest Jr. and the Thunder team to back me up, that won't be any problem at all, Captain. Thunder team present and accounted for?
Yes, sir. All crew members present, and Tempest Jr. is ready to sail when you are.
Excellent. We're going sightseeing, people. We're going to check out the enemy's installation on Melina Island. Okay, let's take her out.
Initiate launch procedure.
Set sea scramblers to black out all transmissions.
Yes, sir.
Thundersub to Tempest Jr. Do you read me?
Loud and clear, Thundersub. We have just entered Molina Bay. I'm taking her up to periscope depth to have a look around.
People, look at them all.
It's barbaric.
Grogan, report, please.
They've got about 150 human slaves building a huge power plant. They're even using women and children, Captain.
Well, if we're going to rescue them, Grogan, I'll need estimates on the number of enemy troops and how much firepower they've got. You think you can manage that?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Tempest Jr., come in. Do you read me?
Thunder Team, everyone all right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No damage to the engine, Skipper.
Well, there's damage to your dinner, Skipper.
Communications officer?
No use, sir. Kaput.
Tempest Jr. Tempest Jr., come in, please. Tempest Jr.
Try another channel. Bypass the scramblers.
Nothing, Captain. My sensors detect a reciprocal noise transmitter on Melina. They've cut off our communications.
Then we have no choice. Use the sonar to locate Tempest.
Yes, sir.
The water around the island.
Yes, it's dead still. No waves, nothing.
Spencer, what's going on?
Must be another one of their fancy defense systems, sir, like the Whirlpool.
The Whirlpool.
Shall we attack, sir, like the last time?
No.
But Tempest must be in trouble, Captain.
She'll make it. She's built to be as tough as Thundersub herself.
Engine room, I want a complete damage report.
Engine room intact, Skipper.
Okay, let's take her up. Prepare to surface.
Prepare to surface.
Blow main tanks.
Blow main tanks. Nothing, sir. No propulsion.
We're not stuck on the rocks. What the heck is wrong?
The seawater reads zero resistance. The rotors can't produce any thrust. And the water pressure reads negative.
Negative pressure? That's impossible.
What's happening here?
Water leak in main corridor.
I'm too young to die.
Jamie, get a grip on yourself. You can't afford to panic. We need every available hand to patch the sea pipes. Colin, I'm putting you in charge here.
Yes, sir. We're finished! Oh, no, we're not!
It's no use. There's too much water. The leaks are getting bigger. Why did they have to come here? Why couldn't they have just left us in peace?
Jamie! Jamie, come on! We didn't come all this way just to be beaten by a few leaky pipes. Did we?
Skipper! Colin! Look at this!
What happened, Jeremy?
The pump short-circuited, but just watch this. See it? It almost looks as if it were alive.
Jamie, chemistry's your department. Analyze this liquid immediately.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard anything from Tempest Jr., Cooper?
No, sir. Nothing.
I see.
Skipper, it's astounding! This isn't water at all. It's a colony of bizarre microorganisms.
You're mad.
No, sir, it's true. It's a life form unknown here on Earth, but a life form nevertheless. It can change its viscosity freely, which makes it ideal for producing heavy water.
Heavy water?
Yes, it separates heavy water from seawater. The aliens must have brought it here from their home planet.
That means they're producing heavy water by every possible method. By electrolysis, laser optical resolution, and microbiology as well. But if it's a life form, it must be destructible.
Yes, and I've already tried to find its weakness, but with no success.
Keep trying.
Yes, sir. I'll get back to the lab at once.
Skipper Grogan, report to the galley. Urgent.
What's wrong?
Look, Colin!
Skipper, they're susceptible to the cold.
That's it then. We'll use the permafreeze on it.
Yes, as soon as we locate its central nervous system.
Central nervous system?
Yes, it's a higher life form, Skipper. It must possess a central nervous system somewhere that controls its activity. My tests show it's somewhere outside the Tempest.
Skipper, please, let me look for it.
No.
But, sir, if I can find it, then we'll have
It's too risky. We don't know enough about this life form's properties.
But there's no other way to kill it, Skipper.
That's right. Someone has to go out. If much more of this stuff penetrates the Tempest's hull, we won't be able to surface.
Very well, Colin. You may go, but be careful.
Yes, sir. That must be what I'm looking for.
Run,
moving! By thunder, she's moving!
Colin! Colin! Colin!
What's wrong?